Hey everyone, welcome back to the Growth Lounge. It's awesome to have you here with us again.
There really is.
As we kick off another deep dive into, well, growth. And today, we're tackling a topic that I know a ton of you are super curious about. Morning routines.
Yeah, the cornerstones of a productive day.
Right, exactly. Now, personally, I used to be the queen of hitting snooze. Like, seriously, 5 times at least. But then, I started playing around with a few morning habits, and honestly, it was a game changer. My whole day felt different, more focused, more productive, and it got me thinking, what is it about those first few hours that sets the tone for, well, everything else?
You hit the nail on the head. It's like, think of building a house. You got to have a solid foundation, right? That's your morning routine. You get that right, and the rest, the structure, everything just falls into place so much easier. And there's actually a lot of research to back this up.
Oh, really? So it's not just like a self-help myth?
Nope. Not at all. There's, for example, Duke University did a study and found that people with consistent morning routines had, get this, 20% less stress.
Wow, 20%, that's huge.
It is. And not just that, their ability to focus, to really concentrate on tasks, went up by 15%. It makes sense when you think about it. If you wake up and you're immediately bombarded with emails, social media, all that noise, you're starting your day reactive. But a routine, that lets you be proactive.
Love that. It's like taking control instead of just letting the day happen to you. Okay, so that's the why, but I think for a lot of folks, the bigger question is how. How do you actually create a morning routine that works? Especially if you're, busy, have kids, all that real life stuff.
Totally. And the key here is don't overthink it. The biggest mistake people make is trying to do too much at once.
Yeah.
Start small. I'm talking like 1, maybe 2 habits max to begin with. Like, what's something you can realistically fit into your morning right now? Even 5 minutes of journaling or meditation can make a difference.
So those small wins, like they really add up over time.
Exactly. And they help you build momentum. So instead of feeling overwhelmed, you feel empowered. Like, hey, I did this today and I can do it again tomorrow.
That makes sense. So we talked about journaling, meditation. What are some other simple but effective habits that listeners can kind of experiment with?
Oh, there are so many. Journaling, as we mentioned, is awesome for clearing your head. Just getting those thoughts out on paper can help you feel more organized and focused. And meditation, even for a few minutes, can reduce anxiety and sharpen your focus. It's almost like a mental workout.
Okay, those sound pretty doable.
Right. And don't forget the basics like hydration. So often we wake up slightly dehydrated, which can actually impact our energy levels and brain function. So just having a big glass of water before you reach for that phone, huge difference.
It's amazing how these seemingly small things can have such a ripple effect, right?
Absolutely. It's all about setting yourself up for success.
But, life happens. Sometimes, even with the best intentions, things get in the way. You sleep through your alarm, the kids are, being kids. How do we keep the routine going when those curveballs inevitably come our way?
Flexibility is key. It's not about being rigid. It's about making it work for your life. So maybe instead of a 30-minute workout, you squeeze in some stretches while the coffee is brewing, or instead of a long meditation, you do a 5-minute guided one on your commute. It's about adapting.
Right. It's about progress, not perfection.
Yeah.
Right. It reminds me of this story I read about this CEO who had this super elaborate morning routine, yoga, green smoothies, the whole shebang.
The works.
Exactly. But then his company went through this huge merger and his schedule was, well, let's just say it was unpredictable, to put it mildly. So he had to totally rethink his routine and he actually ended up stripping it down to just the essentials.
Yeah.
What really mattered. And you know what? In the long run, it made his routine stronger because it was actually sustainable.
That's so true. It's like finding that core, that essence of what works for you, and then building from there.
Okay, so to wrap things up, we've learned that a morning routine, even a simple one, can seriously reduce stress, help you focus better, and boost your productivity. And all of this is backed by, actual research, not just wishful thinking.
Exactly. And the key takeaways: start small, be flexible, and find what you actually enjoy. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about self-care and setting yourself up to win the day.
I love that. This deep dive has been super insightful. Now, as you go about your day, I want to leave you with this question. What is one tiny change, just one, that you can make to your morning routine tomorrow? Maybe it's drinking that glass of water, taking 5 deep breaths, anything that feels good and gets you in the right headspace. And hey, if you want more inspiration, tips, and tricks on building that perfect morning routine, be sure to follow us on Instagram, check out our YouTube channel, The Uplift Space, and of course, we're on Spotify too. Keep diving deep, friends, and until next time, Have an amazing day.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.